Every industry is adapting to life during a pandemic. Changes in demand expectations, resiliency, an altered workforce, and continuing to connect with and invest in that workforce must be understood and addressed to navigate the next normal effectively. I'm Chip Eichelberger, and I believe this is the time to engage and invest in your team. They need certainty, energy, and momentum. Pandemic has changed so much about how work is getting done. You've removed boundaries and silos, accelerated decision-making, and adopted new technology overnight, not the usual years. Your people have been innovative, resilient, finding ways to compete and still win. What has not changed from the pandemic is your people's need for encouragement, motivation, and certainty. They need the game plan, mindset, and strategies to keep moving forward with confidence. While adrenaline can carry you through the challenges initially, it can begin to take its toll. There's been prolonged stress, volatility, and uncertainty. Burnout is a significant risk as we enter the next phase of recovery. Sales, service, and the customer experience can begin to suffer. Salesforce CEO Mark Benioff said in a recent Forbes interview, one of the things that we've experienced is that 36% of our employees have been experiencing mental health challenges. Being in the home environment is not easy. Working at home is not something we're accustomed to. It's not something we know how to do. Support for the personal and professional development of your team needs to be taken seriously. How are they doing? Are they moving and exercising? Are they taking care of themselves? Are they thriving in this chaos? How can you help them be well and actively engaged each day? What differentiates me and works on site at a traditional convention works for me in a remote studio program. I will do the same homework and phone interviews in advance to customize my message. When I speak their language and quote audience members, it creates buy-in. I also create an interactive handout. I do this to keep them engaged in the moment and to help them capture the message. The key is to immediately put into practice that message. The handout really makes a difference because they're watching on their computer and their phone is close by. A one-way speech will not make the same impact. It is not simply about entertainment and energy. Our goal is to move your people forward with momentum and certainty. My Get Switched On program will lead them through a proven process to invest their time and resources in their number one asset. Clarify what is really important. Reevaluate their current routines, vision, mindset, and implement the habits that will recharge their performance. We will help them get switched on and stay switched on through time, regardless of what adversity is coming up. I've been doing remote programs for Lennar Homes, the number one home builder in America. Here is an example of one of the programs I just did for them and what the regional president, Rob Hutton, had to say. Lennar Associates, you've got to be proud. You guys have found a way to persevere. You've gotten your outcome. You've competed and you still win. You've been innovative. You found a way to do things virtually. But sometimes, for example, if you're an NHC, game film is crucial. You've been doing that for almost a year. You got to take a time out. You got to do the game film. But if you're not going back to review the game film and watch yourself and hear yourself, could be a challenge. TDH, tickled, delighted, and happy. You need to be TDH every day so your customers can be TDH, so those H2 insight scores are as high as possible. That's going to generate more referral business. If you're on the construction side, even flow deliveries and starts. Obviously something essential right now to make sure you're focusing on and you've got the routines that are going to sustain you long term. The formula I want to give you for getting switched on for long-term sustained success is this. Right there in your handout, it says, take care of my number one asset. Think long-term and execute daily success disciplines. We underestimate the power of doing the right thing day after day after day. You've got to put your focus on your number one asset. The best gift you can give others is taking great care of yourself. We talked about it, being a 3%er. Be one of the 3% of the people who lead a healthy lifestyle. That energy, that vitality will infect your relationships, impact your business, and impact why you're tickled, delighted, and happy for every customer you interact with. You might be thinking, hey, Chip, I like your energy. I like your Get Switched On message. We need an energy source for this event. I like the fact that you're going to do your homework and interviews to customize your message. Getting buy-in from the audience is important. Next question is, how can we use you to our best advantage? In the past, clients typically use me to open or close their on-site event. With these virtual events, it's different. Choosing me now to close creates a better outcome. Let me back clean up. Let me come in at the end with energy, momentum, and certainty. Having me on your program will be a difference maker. I've assembled the equipment, the video, and editing team to create an amazing product for you. We can embrace these changes and come out better for it. Let's help your team adapt and win despite the obstacles. I'm Chip Eichelberger. I look forward to partnering with you to create an exceptional event.